In the 15th and early 16th centuries, the Aztec people ruled a large empire in what is now central and southern Mexico. The origin of the Aztec people is uncertain, but elements of their own tradition suggest they were a tribe of hunters and gatherers on the northern Mexican plateau, before their appearance in Mesoamerica in perhaps the 12th century CE. It's possible that their migration southward was part of a general movement of peoples that followed, or perhaps helped trigger the collapse of the Toltec civilization. They settled on islands in Lake Texcoco, and in 1325 founded Tenochtitlan, which remained their chief center. The basis of Aztec success in creating a grand site and ultimately an empire was their remarkable system of agriculture, which featured intensive cultivation of all available land, as well as elaborate systems of irrigation and reclamation of swampland. The high productivity gained by those methods made for a rich and populous state. Can the teeth of several people solve a centuries-old mystery? According to a recent study published in Nature, Ecology and Evolution, the answer could be yes. Its authors suggest an epidemic that killed as many as 17 million people over the course of 2 outbreaks in the 16th century, and had a hand in the elimination of the Aztec Empire, may be due to salmonella. This is after paleopathologist Kristen Boss and her colleagues analysed DNA from teeth, which came from people buried in a cemetery in Mexico. The researchers say the cemetery is tied to the initial 1545 to 1550 outbreak through historical and archaeological evidence. According to study author Ashad Vajain from Max Planck Institute, the strain is a bacterial infection that causes a type of fever nearly identical to typhoid. While that specific strain of salmonella is much rarer today, Vajain says it would have spread in a similar way. Any food or water contaminated with the strain would have turned deadly once ingested. Historians and archaeologists have long suspected that a blood-borne illness was responsible for the mass outbreak. However, direct physical evidence has been hard to find. Scientists ran the samples through a DNA sequencing analysis called MALT, a program that stores information from all known and characterized pathogens. One of the most important aspects is they didn't need to make any assumptions. Instead of forming a hypothesis for several different pathogens, researchers could instead test the DNA against the huge database. Of the 24 that were tested, 10 showed signs of salmonella. In addition to testing individuals that had contact with Europeans, the researchers also tested 5 individuals that had been buried before Europeans arrived. None of those 5 had DNA evidence of salmonella. When Europeans entered the Americas, historical records show they brought a number of infectious diseases with them, including smallpox and measles. These diseases impacted the native people because they didn't have immunity to them. This specific infection would have caused a high fever that also spurs dehydration and gastrointestinal issues. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.